With this routine, we get out the door not only happier and less rushed, but we are more on time. We're rarely late. And so we don't feel like, all this chaos and this rush. So hey girl, I'm Margaret McGriff. I am a marketing coach and I teach working moms who are struggling with their side business, gain back their time, ditch the mommy guilt, and finally grow their business. Now, I'm going to get a little personal today because I'm talking about morning routines, i.e. probably the most stressful time of the day, which also happens during the most important time of the day, which is the morning for us moms, right? So mornings for me used to be a hot mess of crabby kids, chaos, tears, running out the door and forgetting all the most important things and already being super duper late and heading into work feeling like I've worked a full-time job already, right? And especially when I became a single mom, my kids were really super small. My youngest one was team no sleep, i.e. she did not like to sleep through the night. So getting up and trying to get out the door and be professional and still be the perfect mom and all of that stuff was super hard for me. And it did nothing for my creativity, and it did nothing for my health, and it really did nothing for my side business, which was supposed to be the thing to help me create more time and freedom, right? So I had to take a step back and I had to really evaluate, how can I start my day off in a way that is conducive for me and also conducive for my kids? Because one thing I noticed, that if my day started off and I was feeling crabby, my kids were going to be crabby. So in today's video, I just want to give you 3 things that kind of help me cut down on the chaos. Not saying all the chaos goes away, because with children, all kinds of stuff happens, but really just creating a routine that helped me be able to meet the challenges, meet the tears, get the kids out of bed even though they don't feel like it, in a way where I wasn't feeling depleted and feeling like a failure before I even left the house, right? So the very first thing that I do in the morning that kind of sets the mood, so to speak, on how my day is going to go is I get up and I hit my yoga mat every morning. Now, I'm not talking about 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. No. We all know as working moms, we don't have enough time allocated for us to do an hour of yoga, right? But for me, just getting on my mat for 15 minutes and doing something that was solely for me was so game changing on how the rest of my morning went. I didn't feel like I was waking up to crazy or crying or kids. I was waking up and I was doing something that allowed me to breathe and be calm and kind of get out all of those racing thoughts and just put them on pause for a bit so I can be more grounded and more clear-headed and more restful. The app that I use, I'm going to put the link down in the caption so you guys can check her out. She also has a free YouTube channel too, is Yoga with Cassandra. And she started doing a 30-day, 15-minute morning yoga challenge. So that kind of helped me ease into doing that yoga every day. And when the challenge was over, I was like, I have to keep doing this because this was great. It was doing wonders for my mood. So now you're probably asking, okay, kids always have that sixth sense where they know that if mommy's doing something for herself, that is when they need to come and interrupt. And trust me, the interruptions do happen. But I let my kids know, especially my 4-year-old, I let her know that, look, this is mommy's time. Give mommy 15 minutes. You can go lay in the bed. You can read a book. You can play with your toys. And as soon as I'm done, I will go in and tend to you and help you get ready and all of that. And it took a little bit. There was some resistance. There were even some tears. But after a while, my kids kind of know if they see the doors closed or they smell the incense burning, because that's my jam too. They know, oh, mom's doing yoga. When she's done, that door will open and she'll be ready to tend to us. And they kind of do their thing and all of that. So that was a little bit of a learning curve for my kids, but they understand that when mommy does yoga and she comes out and she's happy and she's cheery and she's calm and she's able to engage with them in a way that isn't snappy and yelly and frustrating and crabby. So I kind of let mommy do her thing for 15 minutes and then I can go and attend to them. But for me, that did wonders, just starting off my day with those 15 minutes of just hitting my mat. The second thing I do to kind of streamline my mornings and make them more productive and less crazy is I do not sleep with my phone by the bed. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that that was the easiest thing to do, because it was not. Because what happens is you get up and you start scrolling. You start scrolling through Instagram and Pinterest and emails and everything, and before you know it, you snooze the alarm 3 or 4 times, you're getting up and you're running. And I was like, no, I need time to do my yoga because it's important, and I don't want to waste time scrolling through stuff that doesn't need to be scrolled through right now. So I don't sleep with my phone on my nightstand. I have my office, which is my home office, which is like a little couple of steps away from my bedroom, and I keep my phone in there because otherwise I'll just, if it's in reach, I gotta pick it up and scroll through. Whereas if I have to get up and go get it, I might as well get up and go on my yoga mat and do my yoga and get dressed and I'm out the bed, right? So I do not sleep with my phone by me. I found that I actually get better sleep because my phone is away. I don't even do my alarm anymore with my phone. I actually have my Echo Dot that kind of helps me up and gets me going through the day, so I don't have to rely on my phone to have the alarm and to snooze and all of that. But that really helped me not spend time going through emails or Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest. Instead, I'm getting up, and 1, I'm doing yoga for myself, and then 2, I go on time to get my girls up for school. So that helps me save time, is to have the phone away so I'm not tempted to waste time on social media apps. Okay, and my third tip for how I streamline my mornings and make them less crazy so I have time to get out the door is I get my slowest kid ready first. Now, if you have more than one, you know there's that one child that everything is a struggle, everything's in slow-mo, everything takes 10 years longer than what it needs to, and that's my 4-year-old. I love her to pieces, but that girl is the queen of I am going to take my time. I'm going to take 10 minutes to roll out the bed. I am going to take 3 hours to put my slippers on. I'm going to take time to do all the things in the bathroom. So being that I know that she is my slowest kid, I get her ready first. So when my yoga is done, I go into the bedroom and I get her up, and I'm like, yeah, you are going first because you take the longest. I help her in the bathroom to brush your teeth and all of that. And when I lay her clothes out, she can take her sweet time, because by then my eldest daughter is up getting dressed, I'm getting dressed, and by the time we're all good to go, she's finally putting on that sock. So it took her half an hour just to get her life together. But instead of yelling her and rushing her and snapping at her to hurry up and be quick and get ready, I get her up first. So I get her up a little bit earlier than her sister so she can kind of ease into her day and she can take her time getting ready. And then she's like a happy kid because she's like, oh, I'm on time. I'm dressed like everybody else. And I'm saying, yeah, it took you longer because mommy got you up early, but I'm not going to burst the girl's bubble like that, right? So I get her dressed first. That way I'm not fussing at her. I'm still on time because I'm doing other things while she's getting herself ready, and we're all calm and cool, and we actually have a good time getting out the door. And I found that with this routine, we get out the door not only happier and less rushed, but we are more on time. We're rarely late. And so we don't feel like, all this chaos and this rush. So actually, I want to throw in a bonus tip in here because I know I said 3, but I can't let you guys go without having this in mind too, right? And I know this is another hard one for us moms to do, but a good morning routine starts the night before, i.e. getting sleep. If you wake up tired, you're not going to want to do yoga. You're not going to want to get your kid up early. You just want to have your phone and hit the snooze button 5 million times. I get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I don't have to get my kids ready and up until about 6:15, 6:30. So if I know I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning, right? And I know that I am not functional at all until I have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I know the night before, 10 p.m., we're done. I'm shutting it down. I even tell my family, don't call me after 10 o'clock. Don't Facebook message me on the group chat, because you're not going to get an answer out of me, because I'm done. I put my phone up in my office and I'm done for the night, and I go to sleep, because I know if I don't get enough rest, all of the wonderful stuff that I just talked about is all going to fall apart. And I've learned that the hard way a couple of times. So I know this is hard for us, especially since we feel like we have to work after hours, you know, after our kids go to bed, after we do the laundry, after we clean up the kitchen. It's like already 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we're like, now I can work on my business. But I promise you, getting that sleep, you will be more clear-headed, you'll be more rested, and you can actually get things done faster than you would if you're trying to cram it all in. That's one of the reasons why I created this free training, to help you create more time that doesn't sacrifice sleep. You know, because I run this coaching business, The Savvy Side Hustle. I have a book business. I write under the pen name MJ McGriff, and I work full-time, and I'm a single mom, and I do not sacrifice my sleep. I learned that the hard way. So I created this free training. The link is in the caption below, so you can click on that. And this is the peek inside my morning and what that looks like. I hope you found it helpful. And remember, your morning does not have to look like mine. Just remember that you have to do what feels good for you and what works for you and your family, right? So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of the new videos, and we'll be chatting soon. Bye.